They said it never could be done. They said there was zero chance. They said that Justin couldn't do it. They doubted him. I doubted him. Tristan doubted him. We all doubted Justin Gaethje. We said that Ilia Topuria could never get beat. We said that the first round was his round and that Justin Gaethje was a human sacrifice. Justin Gaethje, I want to apologize. I was not familiar with your game. What a fight. Are you kidding me? What a performance. What a gutsy win. He just wanted it more. It just means more here in the United States. And Justin Gaethje, wow. What other words do I have than wow? Justin Gaethje gets it done. Round four, going into round five. Ilia Topuria wanted to keep fighting, but his corner called it, and the doctor stoppage, kind of, sort of referee stoppage, whoever stopped it, finished on the stool going into round five. Think it was one of the best fights I've ever seen. Both of these guys really wanted to go out there and put on a show. I'll talk about the card here more in a second, but just to talk about the fight and the specifics of it, I mean, Ilia Topuria, he just got jabbed up. And Justin Gaethje did a really fantastic job controlling range. You could see from the get-go his game plan was to jab and to try and keep Ilia Topuria away from him as much as possible. And I said in kind of talking with my buddies and kind of talking to the reason I made the Ilia Topuria pick is because I thought if whoever threw first, I thought would lose the fight. And I think Ilia Topuria does a great job of countering, really trying to utilize his strikes off of his back foot. And Justin Gaethje had none of it. He threw the jab first. He wasn't scared. Anytime you saw Ilia try and close the distance, he threw that jab. And being the taller man, larger reach, you really saw him utilizing that part of his fight game. And it was really well done. I'm surprised Justin Gaethje was able to listen to his coaches as much as he did. I think that first round was pretty close, but I think I give it to Gaethje by just a little bit. Really good strikes landed. Ilya Topuria landed some big shots, but I think with the damage-based scoring, I think you see Ilya Topuria get blooded up pretty nicely in that first round. Second round, all Ilya Topuria. You see Gaethje try and start that same type of game plan, and you see him trying to jab up Ilya, and Ilya lands one big shot. Gaethje gets knocked down, and you see Ilya take top control, and it was kind of interesting because we've never really seen Ilya try and utilize his ground game as much as we saw during this fight, but you saw Justin Gaethje survive that second round and really make it through. I mean, for the last minute and a half, you really thought, okay, is Gaethje going to make it through this? I mean, Ilya's got like full mount, had him flat on his back at one point, if I remember correctly, had him, definitely in full mount where Gaethje had his back to the canvas. And then you saw Ilya just not able to land the most devastating shots. And, in all honesty, Gaethje just survived it. He just thought he could make it through. And you saw Ilya Tapuria gas out. Going into the third round, I think you really saw Gaethje have one of his better rounds. Ilya got beat up. You could see he was gassed. You could see he wasn't used to fighting these long types of fights, and Gaethje really pieced him up. I thought Ilya might have been trying to save his energy for another short burst. The announcers were talking about it a little bit. Whether he did or he didn't, Justin Gaethje won that third round pretty significantly. I mean, they don't list it as a knockdown, but it looked pretty damn near close to one. And Gaethje had a great third round. I think you see it going 29-28 going into that fourth round. I think Ilya won that fourth round very slightly. I think that he had better shots landed. I saw him rip into the body, and I want to talk about that a little bit in the second round. Elisa Perez rips to the body in the second round. I thought we were going to put out Justin Gaethje. The fact that Gaethje did not lose that fight on body shots alone was unbelievable grit and determination. That was something to be applauded. Ilia Topuria was ripping at that liver, ripping at the kidneys, really trying to put Gaethje down, which is a great game plan. If you can't put him down to the head, why not rip to the body, try and take his lung capacity out? Gaethje survived it, and then you see Ilya try and go back to it in that fourth round. Whether he won the round or not, I think it was close enough for me to say, okay, maybe there's a chance Ilya won, but you see all the damage that accumulated over the first three rounds, especially after that third round. I thought that the doctor would have stopped it, and you see the doctor do a look. He does like the test like that, up and down, and he goes like he can't fight. And you see, I don't know if it was Jason Herzog, I believe it was Jason Herzog refereeing. You see him go, okay, that's the fight. And then the coaches start talking to him. And somehow he goes into that fourth round. How that happened, I have no idea. Ilya said on the stool, I cannot see out of my left eye. How that continues on is kind of an anomaly to me, and I quite frankly don't love. But Gaethje still got it done in the way that he always gets it done. He just outgrits you, out determinations you, and yeah, Ilya, man. I mean, it might be over for the maybe pound for pound best fighter fight. I mean, we were all talking about him versus Islam Makhachev, and it's like, well, now Ilya doesn't have all the grand allure that made him such a promising fighter in that potential fight. And Justin Gaethje is the lightweight champion in the UFC. I mean, the fact that he got it done against all odds. I can't believe it. And this is something that was unbelievable to see. Justin Gaethje's determination and really just having two Americans win back to back in Sean Strickland and Justin Gaethje. And we have two American, like, fighter real champions. I mean, we obviously count Joshua Van, but he's kind of reps more Myanmar. We've got two very American champions, and the fact that that is something that is happening in our current day of the UFC just really goes to show the grit and determination. And I'm sorry to get up on my soapbox, but I've been watching World Cup, man. America's been fucking making moves, man. We're proud of our country. This is a good country to live in. People are talking about it. Gaethje has the heart of a lion and the determination of an American champion. And what a win for the guy. I mean, you cannot overstate how large of a win this was. Completely different trajectory of the UFC now with Gaethje winning this one. And can't overstate the win. It was fantastic. What a win from Justin Gaethje and what a fight for both of these guys. Both of these guys should be feel very proud about their performances, but Gaethje, obviously, what a job. I'm going to talk about this card a little bit before we get into the more of the cards because I really don't want to talk about this act of terrorism. I loved it. I loved the card. I thought it was very, very well done. I think that the backdrop was sick with the White House. I love the fact that the fighters came out of the White House and they showed bits and pieces of it. I'm not going to try and, get too Netanyahu glazy, but like I did love the ads. I thought that the military focus was really cool to see. I mean, the respect that the UFC showed to our military was fantastic. Those are the real American heroes. Those are the people that really deserve to be featured in this event, the people that really give their lives, give their everything that they have to protecting our country. But besides that point, I really did think that the UFC did a fantastic job of this entire card. I just really liked the atmosphere, and thank God it didn't rain. I think that it was pretty cool that the elements held off and made a really fun fight night, and I had a blast watching this. But moving into the co-main event of the evening, yeah, dude. Posted on the Instagram, this is 9/11 part two, and that Cyril Gahn is in the Epstein files. I still feel the exact same way. Fuck Cyril Gahn if it hasn't been made clear already. Yeah, dude. Alex Pereira just didn't want to throw. I don't really know why. I felt like he was in pretty much good positioning to throw. He backed up Cyril Gahn several times and just didn't really want to go after him. And Cyril Gahn is a good enough athlete and will throw with enough volume that if you just sit there and wait on him, he will beat you eventually. And you know, now we get to see Cyril Gahn versus Aspinall again. Hope we're happy, UFC. Like, god damn it, this fucking sucks. I hate this fucking result, dude. Ah, it's not fun to see. But moving into this fight, Sean O'Malley versus Ayman Zahabi. Yeah, man. I mean, Sean O'Malley, we kind of said it a little bit in the video prediction, but Sean O'Malley is going to look really fluid against Ayman Zahabi. I think Zahabi was a lot shorter, looked a lot smaller than Sean O'Malley. And I mean, O'Malley was able to fight off his back foot in several instances, wait for Zahabi to throw something and just react to it. And that's what he does. This is what he does, mate. And Zahabi just wasn't able to get anything going. I think you see O'Malley really start to pour it on in the end of that second round. I think that first round was likely to be O'Malley. I mean, Zahabi was pretty active, but O'Malley was just, landing his shots and I think landing more damaging shots at that. And then you see into that second round, O'Malley really found his range. And once O'Malley gets in that zone, it's really hard to take him out of it. And Zahabi, put up an okay fight. 57% of his total strikes landed. That's not a bad performance by any means, but it's not going to get it done against Sean O'Malley. And the aggressiveness wasn't there that I wanted to see from Zahabi trying to get into the pocket and really force O'Malley to react and play Zahabi's game. I think that Zahabi went right into the game plan of O'Malley, where fight at distance, Sean O'Malley is going to be able to just throw off his back foot, like I said previous, and it is what it is. Zahabi lost out. I really didn't care too much about that fight. I felt pretty confident that Sean O'Malley would win, but I also felt confident about Ilya, and we saw how that went. So Josh Hooker versus Derek Lewis. I mean, what is there to be said except, yeah, Derek Lewis, it's over, man. Um, you will never catch me speaking ill upon Derek Lewis's name. Do not think that I will ever come onto this channel and ever speak anything negative about Derek Lewis, but Jesus Christ, dude. You light my fire. Like, it's over. It's over. It's never been more over. And he can't even land anymore. He apparently trained really hard, and apparently the bare minimum for Derek Lewis is now showing up to every training session. Was he not doing that before? I mean, this dude is purely running off of testosterone and the will to do whatever he wants to his wife. Because my God, did he not look great tonight? And Josh Hokett, incredible athlete. Don't want to take away from his victory at all. I mean, fantastic guy, and the fact that he's able to get away with whatever he said at the very end of the fight where they interviewed him. I mean, that was hilarious. Josh Hokett's a super fun fighter, and I hope he's able to take on either Pereira or Cyril Gahn if all things go the way I want, and then Cyril Gahn gets put on another canvas. I can't believe Cyril Gahn's gonna be another title shot. I can't believe it, dude. The fact that we have to watch that shit again is going to be beyond me. Aspinall, first and foremost, will not fight Cyril Gahn, and then it's just going to be another 8 to 10 months of standstill at this fucking division. I just can't stand it. And then we got Josh Hokett, who I think you put him against Volkov, maybe Pavlovich. At best case scenario, put him against Cyril Gahn. But great win for Josh Hokett, Derek Lewis. I mean, Jesus Christ, please! I do not want to see that tie to Ivasa fall off, dude. It is going to break me. And please end your career. You have to win on a win, man. You have to go out on a win. I mean, you by any means necessary. Fuck, dude. That was a really sad fight. I wasn't even that really upset, to be fair, but like, kind of sucks to see. Moving into the fourth fight on this card, Mauricio Hoofy versus Michael Chandler. Yeah, did we expect anything different? You know, I respect Michael Chandler for showing up. I really do. But I mean, was there any other scenario outside of Mauricio Rufy just completely dominating this fight? I don't really think so. I'm not going to break this down too much. I mean, Michael Chandler, you just got pieced up, and that's just bound to happen. And I genuinely felt like a pit of dread in my stomach watching this dude walk out into the octagon. It was like I told Ashlyn, I was like, this is like a 2% of what it feels like putting down a dog. Like it genuinely felt that bad. And yeah, it is what it is. I felt kind of the same way for Gaethje, but again, I keep bringing it up, but I cannot like again get over the fact that Justin Gaethje just beat Ilia Topuria in a like outdoor main event title fight. That's unbelievable. I cannot believe that. But yeah, Mauricio Hoofy. There was one a world where Mauricio Hoofy was losing this fight. Bo Nickel versus Kyle Dawkins. I mean, I think Bo Nickel's better than what we thought. I mean, he was able to really land on the feet, which I wasn't really expecting. Landed a takedown, really mix it up against Kyle Dawkins. Dawkins just looked completely out of it. Like he didn't look like he was at all into the fight, and really didn't get going at all. Bo Nickel did a fantastic job of leading with that right hand and getting a takedown off of that. That was really cool to see. I mean, Bo Nickel's a fun fighter to watch, and I think that he is somebody that I do make fun of him. I make fun of his voice, make fun of the fact that he has never taken a knee to the body before the RDR fight. But he is good for a reason, and he is hyped up for a reason. And he looked really good in this fight. I mean, the power from his right hand, it looks like he's really finding out that he has power in his striking and that he can rely on it. And it's going to be dangerous to see. I mean, he is a solid middleweight kind of I'll still call him a prospect, but I think he's turning into a contender. I don't think I'm not going to Chael Sonnen where I think it's time for you to ask for a title shot, Bo. I think it's time. I think it's that time. It's not that time. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But Bo Nickel against one of these like gatekeepers of the middleweight division, I think could be very interesting, and I would like to see that fight. I mean, very fun potential for this guy, and he looked really good tonight, and so. Good rebound after losing to RDR a couple fights ago. I know he beat Rodolfo Vieira in his last fight, but still looks really good. And I think he had a great showing in front of a huge audience tonight. Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. Yeah, I don't want to call this one a fluke, but like Diego Lopez was losing this fight. I think Steve Garcia did win that first round, was really piecing up Diego Lopez from range, but we kind of expected this. Steve Garcia had such a reach advantage, such a size advantage in this fight. But Diego Lopez is going to break you down. His chin is granite, and you're not going to see him ever really try and struggle. And he maybe got wobbled a little bit in this one. I don't think there was any point that I was really that worried about Diego Lopez. I mean, there was some like, he's getting hit a little bit, but like Diego Lopez did his thing, and he did end up being able to find the chin of Steve Garcia and put him out. Eventually, these two started trading. I think Steve Garcia got a little too overeager at one point, and he paid the price for it and lost the fight. But great win from Diego Lopez, and I think I speak for all of us, we want to see Volkanovski versus Lopez 3. I'm just kidding. Maybe he gets the loser of the Mobsar Volk fight. Maybe he gets the winner. I don't really care. I mean, probably fight Mobsar next just to really see what happens. But really interesting card. I mean, huge implications on the history and like the future of the UFC. I mean, the fact that Justin Gaethje finally got it done. He couldn't get it done against Khabib, couldn't get it done against Charles, but gets it done out of all the fighters in his past against Ilia Topuria. That is unbelievable, and we'll see what they do with Ilia Topuria. I mean, he now has a one on his record, and that takes away a lot of the mystique from the guy, especially getting pieced up the way he did. I mean, oh, it sucks. And then with, Alex Pereira, I'm curious to see what they have in line for him next. I think you're going to maybe look at trying to put him up against Carlos Holberg. I think that would be a decent fight for us to see. Maybe you put him against Hokit to try and, have a fight between Hokit and Pereira, and the winner takes on the winner of the Aspinall Gane fight. There are ways you can go about it. I think I'd like to see a Pereira versus Carlos Ulberg. I think for off of first instinct, but we'll see what they do. I mean, a lot of cool implications in this one. Again, had a blast watching this fight card. I think it was really a cool spectacle to see. Don't know if I want to see it every single time, but it was something that was very, very different and very well done by the UFC. And I will give them their flowers where it matters, especially you, Dana White. We see you cheesing on the camera walking out with Donald Trump like you mean something. Yeah, dude, we saw you, and we saw you in all those damn Ram commercials too, you fucking goober. Yeah, dude, he was fucking cheesing this entire card. That's what he's been up to, by the way. Just doing all the most for this entire UFC Freedom 250 event. Just insane, but fun card. Had a blast watching it. It was a super cool spectacle, and again, appreciate y'all watching. See ya.